For a second, I wasn't sure that that was on. Okay, so today is February 12th, and I just wanted to give an update about my first month of teaching with gogokid. So to give you kind of a frame of reference, I signed my contract with gogokid on January 6th, and the first class that I taught was on January 8th. So I, in January, had slots open from January 8th through the 31st. So I decided to kind of give you an overview of how many slots I opened, how many booked, etc. So if you look over here, you can see that I was really trying to get that new teacher bonus, which sadly is gone now. But I opened 82 slots during that time frame. Most of them were in the morning. So I work full time at a brick and mortar school. So I mostly opened slots that were in my central time zone, 5, 5:30, and 6. So teaching like an hour and a half before I got my kids up and out the door. So I opened 82 slots. Out of those 82, during those first 3 weeks with gogokid, 61 of the slots, or 74% of the slots I opened, were booked, which was awesome. Like, I was so excited about that because I know sometimes it can feel a little slow to get those bookings. So I had 72% of the slots booked. Now, that does not mean I taught 74% of those classes. So, breakdown. I taught 38 of the 61 classes as scheduled, meaning the student showed up and I taught the class. So of the 61 that were booked, 38 of them I taught as scheduled. That is 62% of the booked slots that I actually taught as scheduled. And then the breakdown here shows that there were 4 student cancellations. And if students cancel like in less than 24 hours, I believe, then you still get your full pay for that class. And, or maybe it's 60% pay. Ugh, I don't know. Anyway, I will try to correct or find that out and correct that and put it in the notes under here. And then I had 17 of those 61 that were booked ended up being student no-shows. Now, I know this for a fact. If it's a core class student no-show, you still get your full pay. If it is a trial class student no-show, you get 60%. And most of mine were trials during those first few weeks. And then 2 of those booked slots were IT issues from the student end or from gogokid, meaning that it wasn't that I was having issues on my end. And in those cases, you also get 60% of your pay, I believe. So that is an update of my first few weeks of teaching for gogokid. I should be receiving my first pay from gogokid, I think, within the next couple of days, because it usually comes out around the 15th of the month. So I'm really excited about that. I started off just like all teachers do with that credit score of 100, and I worked really, really hard to try to get my credit score up to 120, which is the maximum that it can go by the end of the month, because whatever your credit score is on the last day of the month determines your pay for the next month. So I was able to get my credit score by the 31st of January up to 120. So that means for all the classes that I teach in February, I will get 25% more of my base pay. So my base pay is $9 per class, and in February, I will get $11.25 per class for the whole month, everyone I teach as scheduled. So that's pretty awesome. And you can get your credit score up by getting 5-star reviews from parents. That's 1 point for your credit score for every 5-star review. And you get a point for every 3 classes that you teach as scheduled. And currently, the company is also offering some additional points to you for completing workshops. So I got a couple from that. So anyway, that's an overview. I am still loving it. I love meeting these kiddos. And during that time when the bookings were down because of Chinese New Year, I was actually sad because I was missing meeting new kids all the time. And I'm really excited also that I do have a couple of regular course students that are starting to book with me regularly. So that's pretty great for only being 4 weeks in with the company. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'd love it if you give me a like and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. That would be so wonderful. Thank you. Bye.